Welcome to tonight's session, and like I said earlier, tonight we are going to be looking at project charter. What is project charter? Importance of project charter, significance, how to create a project charter if there is none as a project manager. So in a layman's language, what is project charter? Project charter is the authorization. Is this single document that gives you authority to lead a project. If you do not have a project charter, you do not have any authority to lead that project. I'm not saying that you must have a project charter before you can be a project manager. In so many cases, so many companies, they don't care about that. They just give project brief and the project goes on. But project charter is very important because that is what empowers you. It's a document, authority, authorization. The key word there is authorization for you to lead. And it's important because public sectors, if anything happens, the first thing they will do is to set up a committee of inquiry to find out what happened. You might be leading a construction project. You might be leading a hostel project, a skyscraper project, and the skyscraper might all of a sudden collapse. And they start making inquiry. They have to start from who is even the leader here? Who is not authorized you? Are you even qualified to lead? You know, you start telling them, I'm the project manager. What authority do you have to lead this project? If you don't have such documents, you are going into prison life. So, during COVID-19, do people know that up till now, a lot of people have gone to prison due to misappropriation of resources during COVID-19. During COVID-19 in this country, government mapped out a lot of money for intervention, cushioning effects. A lot of people fraudulently came, took a lot of money, a lot of projects were going on. You know, a lot of people defrauded in one way or the other. At the end of the day, they set up a committee of inquiry to find out what happened. And overall, somebody happened to be the project manager in so many of all these projects going on. Now, after the inquiry and they find out you do not have a project charter, life and direct, you are going to prison. But if you have a project charter, everybody knows that project is all about risk. It's a big risk. So they have they've already entrusted it onto you because they believe in you, but anything can happen. Something can be beyond their control that can make the project didn't come out the way it should be. So if that's a project charter, will have covered your ass. Let's continue from our notes. So okay. Project charter is a formal document that authorizes a project and then provides the project manager with the authority to allocate resources and make decisions. It serves as an initial agreement among the stakeholders about the project objective, scope, and overall approach. So you see where it authorizes the project manager not just the project manager, the existence of that project and the project manager who is going to lead and make decisions. Authorizes the key words. This is the key. We should memorize it, cram it if it's possible. Authorizes a project, that is the existence of that project, and provide the project manager with the authority as well to make decision and spend the money. The purpose of a project charter. Okay, we'll have number one, formally authorize the existence of the project, define the objective scope, constraints of the project, assign a project manager with authority. That is, authorizes the project and also assign the authority to project manager as well. Define all the scope. At the beginning, we have agreed that this is the scope. That is, scope means boundary. Don't trespass. Don't cross this boundary. Identify stakeholders, outline their expectation. At this point, we have identified who are our stakeholders so that somebody cannot just walk in the middle of nowhere and start directing you. You see a project stakeholder as captured in the project charter, it's up to you. Establish a high-level overview of the project's deliverable, milestone, and budget. You see, the project manager is very powerful. Importance here, it provides alignment. It aligns stakeholders by clearly defining the expectations, the objective scope and key criteria. Authorization, provide authority. Authority, provide the project manager with the authority to use resources and direct and lead the team to success. Clarity, offers a concise reference for the project's purpose and direction, helping in preventing misunderstanding. It's a single source of truth. If there is a misunderstanding, we go and consult the project charter and find out what the project charter says. So it's a reference document, authority in project. Let me sip my tea. Yes. And the last, not the least, is the accountability. Accountability. Somebody needs to be held accountable. And that person is the project manager. Accountable. List the roles and responsibilities of key stakeholders, ensuring accountability from the outset. Key components of a project charter. Before you start writing your project charter, you must know key components, what it's supposed to have. Once you know what it's supposed to have, like a car, it should have 3 or 4 tires, 4 doors, the windscreen. So these are every product, every has a component. 1, project charter must have a title, a clear and descriptive name for the project. Project number or unique identifier, because you can, in project management office, you might have so many projects going on. It's important to have a project number and unique identifiers to identify that project. If you cannot locate the projects by name, once you key in the number, the projects will appear, helping a unique reference number for tracking and governance, like I said, for the project management office for governance. Dates chartered, official dates when the project that charter was formally initiated. Problem statements, a concise explanation of the issue or opportunity that projects will address, why the project is being initiated, what is the problem, what is the issue. 5, goal statements through project objective, high level objectives and what project is said to achieve. What are the high level objectives? Clear, measurable goals that the project aims to achieve. We use SMART to effectively identify the objectives, meaning that the objective must be specific. It must be measurable, it must be achievable, and it must be relevant, and it must have a time bound. Scope, define what is in scope and what is out of scope. Scope is the boundary. What are we meant to do? This is what we are expected to do, and this is not what we are expected to do. We must have clear scope and clear out of scope. Why we're having out of scope is because within the boundaries, some people might be confused. So such deliverables or features, activity within the boundary, must identify them and let you know that you should not go there because it's not part of it, no matter how it looks like. Deliverable, tangible and intangible output the project will produce. Project milestone and time, key phases, deadline, and checkpoints. Budget and resource summary, high-level estimate of financial, human, and material resources required. Assumption and constraints. Assumption things believed to be true. Constraints limitation like budget, time, and regulatory compliance. And then 11, key individual, that is stakeholders. Key individuals or group impacted or influencing the project. Project roles, core team members and their responsibilities. Success criteria and KPI, that is key performance indicators, how success will be measured, quantitative and qualitative. Risk summary, initial identification of major risk, impact, and expected mitigating circumstance, mitigation plan or strategy. That's risk plan. Authorization and approval. And that's it, that's number 15. At the end of the day, we've listed what needs to be done, everything that is about this project. This is you can see that it captures everything. It's like autobiography. Just capture the biography of the project, and then approval. The approval here, the project sponsor's name and signature, and the project manager's name and signature, and the approval date. This officially authorizes the project to begin and grants the project manager the authority to apply resources. So that is it. So if you have this, you already, with this guide, step by step, you must follow this. Define the vision, which is just to help you identify stakeholders, outline scope, define deliverable and success criteria, assign responsibilities and rules, estimate high-level budget and timeline, identify risk and constraints, review and approve. That's it. So let's look at example of the project charter. Let's see project charter for Monify CRM implementation. We have the project title, Monify CRM project, and the project number stroke ID is MF, that is Monify CRM 2005-001. This is the unique identifier of this project, and the date created says 17th of June 2025, and the project problem statement here will identify the problems here. Monify currently lack a centralized and scalable customer relationship management CRM system to lead to fragmented customer data. And when you make fragmented data, customer data is scattered everywhere, it's not in a central place. So inefficient lead tracking, poor customer engagement, and missed opportunity for growth. Without a CRM, it is difficult to scale operation, support agents, and deliver consistent customer experience across digital channels. So there is a serious problem hindering growth, because if we don't manage our lead very well, it's just like you having opportunities slipping away from your hands all the time. Then we have goal statement. Implement a cloud-based CRM, Dynamics 365, equivalent to streamline lead management, automate customer onboarding, improve agent performance, and enhance customer satisfaction. The CRM will serve as the digital backbone for Monify customer acquisition, onboarding, retention, and support. The scope here, we have in scope, so what is inside, that is in scope. CRM requirement gathering and design, customization for Monify agent network, lead and onboarding workflow, data migration from spreadsheets and existing tools, integration with website form, email, and Monify app, user training and documentation, pilot tests with BTBS students and agents. All right, and out of scope, ERP or accounting integration. This is not part of this. We are not integrating with such application. Maybe in future, but for this particular project, no. Full marketing automation feature, future roadmap, but not now. Deliverables, configured CRM instance, cloud-based. Lead management dashboard, agent onboarding and customer integration workflow. KPI tracking and dashboard for lead, client, and agent. User guide and training session. Post-implementation review reports. That is what we mean to implement. Time, project milestone and timeline. We have the project initiation and planning, June 2025. Requirement gathering, June 24, 2025. CRM setup and customization, July 10, 2025. Data migration and integration, July 20th, 2025. User training, July 24th, 2025. Go live, August 1st, 2025. Post go live optimization, August 15, 2025. Budget and resource summary, CRM license, for 1 year is £12,000. Implementation partner services, £15,000. Training and onboarding, £5,000. Annual support and maintenance, £3,000. Total year project cost, £35,000. Assumption and constraints, licensing and vendor partnership will be finalized by 20th June. DTBS agents will participate in testing and training. Constraints, budget cap at $35,000 per year. CRM must be cloud-based with mobile support. Implementation must be completed before Monify nationwide rollout. Stakeholders, Mr. Charles Ugu, project sponsor and founder. Monify agent manager, key users are process owner, CRM consultant, technical lead, DTBS intern students, pilot users, products and ops team, support stroke adoption, stakeholders, project team members, Charles Ugu, project sponsor, Adiola Paul, project manager, Ego Ugu, CRM consultant and developer, Angela George, training adoption lead, Zara Ugu, data migration, and all the other business analysts here and other project managers will be added, like Doris, Amaka, and Esther, and Oyinda. All of you will be added as well. And success criteria through KPI. Metrics, CRM adoption rate by agent. Targets, above 90% within 1 month. Lead conversion improvement, plus 20% in 60 days. Reduction in onboarding time, 30% faster. User satisfaction, above 85% satisfaction rating. Risk summary, data migration delay, medium. Impact, likelihood, medium. Impact, high. Mitigation, clean data early, validate in staging. Low user adoption, likelihood, medium. Impact, high. Early involvement of users plus clear training. Integration issues, likelihood, low. Impact, medium. Start integration early, use APIs. Budget overrun, medium. Impact, medium. Track spend weekly. Stick to scope. Authorization and approval, as Ugu, project sponsor, signature and date, name for project manager and other, just project manager is enough. And that's it. So You've seen how a project charter looks like. The benefits cannot be overemphasized, very key. So, what are the benefits? Ensures clear understanding of the project goal and scope before the project begins. Provide formal approval process, establishing stakeholders' commitment, act as a reference document for resolving disputes or clarifying project detail. This project charter is a crucial document that kickstart the project. It lays the foundation for successful execution by aligning stakeholders, clarifying objectives, and formalizing the authority of the project manager. Always ensure that your project has a well-documented and approved charter before you proceed with any significant work. And here I rest my case. So if you have questions, fire me with your missile. And now we'll have a template, in another format. You can use the template in this note. If you want it a formatted template like this, we have it. You can use it as well. Looking at this template, it captures almost everything we just stated. Because it captures problem statement, goal statement, project leader, project approach, project team, support personnel, scope, deliverable, date, estimated completion, milestones, signatures. So, yeah, so it's a formatted template you can use as well. Yeah. So I will make both of them available, both the notes, the template in the lesson note and the formatted template, so you can use any of them to wish. All right. Paul, you're raising your hand. Are you going bye-bye to me?
No, sir. No, sir. You are keeping on fainting your voice when you are giving the lecture. I want to know maybe it's my network or it's happening to others too. That's why I'm raising up my hand.
My voice is not coming out.
You're keeping on fainting and now it's stable. It's
Is
stable now.
there anyone who witnessed such
Yeah, at the
situation?
point we lost you, sir. Or I lost you.
I was hearing all through.
Hmm?
I was hearing you all through. Though.
Okay. Then it means is their network.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Maybe you hear me well when you watch the video, but sorry about that. That could be our network. So, are we in agreement with this project charter lesson? Have any question?
I'm in agreement.
All right. Good,
I'm in
good.
agreement, sir. For there is question, sir.
Okay. That means you do not agree now.
I agree, but I need some questions. I need some clarification for some questions, yes.
Yeah, carry on.
In that document you are showing us, what is the meaning of KPI?
Key performance indicator. That is
Okay,
what will show that you are performing. So we have a target. That is your target. We have a
okay,
benchmark of what we want to use to measure whether you are. We can say lead conversion. Lead conversion means the amount of lead that is potential customers you converted to become customers. We can say lead conversion rate can be will increase by 30%. So after the CRM system, we are going to monitor the conversion rate. We are going to see another can be reducing the workflow to a certain point. Another one could be customer satisfaction, the way we handle customer queries, things related to customer. Another one could be those that are going to use it, that users, the level of satisfaction. Maybe after them we issue out a survey to check their happiness. So we can issue survey, ask them to rate their happiness, their overall adoption. So this can be a way to measure success. So that is what we mean key performance indicator. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Sorry,
Okay.
sir. The second question, I have some questions too, sir. Who is the project leader?
Project leader is the project manager.
Okay.
And that is why we are preparing this document to make you the leader, because by standard, if you don't have a document like this to back you up, nobody authorizes you to lead. Anybody that needs to lead must be authorized to lead. So that's what I call them leaders.
My third question, sir. Maybe in a situation whereby a company is facing crisis at the point of winding up,
Mm-hmm.
and as a project or business analyst, your intervention is being needed as soon as possible. And during this process, the project started was not issued, and you started the project since the situation that surrounded the company or the company. Hope and the company now promise you that start the project first, that they are going to issue project charter later. Can someone start the project?
The answer is no. Starting the project charter is part of starting the project. How can they tell you to start the project and they give project charter is part of the project? So they cannot tell you to jump one part of the project and go to the other part of the project. How possible? It's like now somebody hire you to be a driver and give you a car that doesn't have MOT and tell you drive it. We'll get to MOT later. Are you going to drive it?
No, sir.
If you drive it, or a car that doesn't have insurance in this country, they say keep driving it. We are going to do something about the insurance. The moment you are leaving your house, the police is catching you, and so you are going to jail, and so the company is denying you. So if they don't know how to do it, that's why I'm teaching you how to write a project charter. You can quickly draft one and give them, just sign. If they refuse to sign, you know that they are looking for something, and you run.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. No more questions. Thank you, everyone. And these are two key deliverables that you guys need to submit as soon as possible so we can progress. Yeah. And see you very soon.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sir. Good night, sir. Thank you,
All
Thank
sir.
right.
Good night.
All right.